Giants played their first preseason game yesterday, and they lost with the score of 21-16. Now, there's some good things to talk about, some bad things to talk about, and honestly, a couple of bad things. When it comes to the preseason games, man, a lot of things you have to expect is for a lot of third string guys, a lot of second string guys to take most of the reps, and also you're going to see some bad football. Like, honestly, I was only able to watch the part of the first half because I was on my lunch break. Once again, I work retail, so my schedule's all over the place, if you guys didn't know. But I was only able to watch up until halftime. Now, after halftime, that's when I heard everything completely fell apart. You saw bad play out of the backup tackle positions and also the backup offense. The offense in general all game was kind of iffy. You know, there was nothing that really stuck out to me, nothing that really showed that, wow, that guy is a difference maker, or wow, that was a great play that this guy made. There was a couple of decent wide receivers that made some moves. We'll be talking about the good, we'll be talking about the bad, and what to expect moving forward and who to look out for moving forward, because definitely some stock is down on some guys. Bryce Ford Wheaton, shout out to my guy. You know, my biggest video is on Bryce Ford Wheaton. He had some drops. He did make some plays on this team, and you know, hopefully he gets more opportunity, more run moving forward. But right now, it is not in a good spot for him. Jalen Hyatt, his one catch happened to be a negative play. You know, he had a screen that one of the defensive linemen on the Lions snuffed out right away and got him tackled. That's his only catch for the game. So the hype for Jalen Hyatt was super high. We didn't get to really see any plays made. And honestly, Tyrod Taylor never made any type of plays in general. You know, he really didn't go out there and sling the ball around. He ended the game with only 7 yards. So Tyrod Taylor wasn't really out there throwing the ball everywhere and getting guys involved. I mean, let's dive straight into it. I'm already diving straight into it. The offense off rip, right? So the defense comes out, makes a couple plays. Shout out to Jason Pinnock. You know, he had an interception on the first play of the game. Got the Giants the ball. I don't even think we got a first down on that drive. Kicked the field goal, and we got that field goal. You know, obviously, once again, the game is not super important on the score. A couple of the plays, Tyrod Taylor was running around, you know, trying to make something happen. I saw a play where they were saying that Jalen Hyatt was probably open, and if that's Daniel Jones, he's probably throwing it in that window. But it said Tyrod Taylor throws it to Cole Beasley, and that's a play that he got lit up by Brian Branch. So welcome to the NFL for that, man. But Cole Beasley, shout out to Cole Beasley. He actually made a couple of plays. Once again, he only had 4 receptions for 33 yards, so nothing that really pops out at you. He's able to go out and win some routes and also make a couple catches for this offense. You know, I've seen some plays on third down, one coming across the middle that he was able to catch it. They challenged it, thinking that it was a drop, but he held on to it. Cole Beasley shows that he could be a security blanket for Daniel Jones, maybe. You know, there's a big chance he's going to make this team. So far through training camp, he's been getting a lot of run at the slot position. So, you know, there's a good chance that he might be the backup slot or even the starting slot receiver when it comes to week 1. Looking at guys that could possibly be there instead of him, Paris Campbell, but obviously we have multiple slot receivers that can really play. He's definitely ahead of Jamison Crowder. Sterling Shepard, I'm not too sure where we're at with him right now. He also didn't play today. And that's something that's huge because we all look at Sterling Shepard as a starter because that's what he's been for these past couple years. But I think we need to open our minds to where is he going to fit on this team. Like there's so many receivers that are battling for positions, and David Sills did lead the way with 36 yards on 2 catches, so shout out to him. But David Sills' army, I'm putting that to rest. Honestly, I just know he's going to be a great practice squad body. But when it comes to producing for this team, it's just this is like what, year three for David Sills in terms of the hype trying to get him on this team. And honestly, probably right now it's the lowest it's ever been. So shout out to David Sills. Khalil Pimpleton made some plays. Tommy Sweeney, the tight end, did get the touchdown from Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito came in around the second quarter. Comes to a third string quarterback, you know, there's only so much you can really expect, but the only thing you can hope is that he at least can play. Like, at least he can go out, throw the ball. He already got a touchdown under his belt, so shout out to him. And ultimately just put this offense in a better position on every single play. He's did that, especially playing behind that bad offensive line. Wyatt Davis, Corey Cunningham, all those backup offensive linemen. It just shows that depth is a real problem for this team. You know, we've always been concerned about it because if Andrew, I hope not, but if Andrew Thomas goes down, Parrott's going to step in. Is he going to be Andrew Thomas? No. He's one of the best left tackles in the league. But after that, it gets even worse. We just got guys that can't even play. Like, it's pretty bad. And it's funny because I just watched, if you haven't seen it, New York Giants posted a profile for Evan Neal. That video was super dope. Corey Cunningham, super cool. He's always been a cool guy. You see him all over the Instagram for the Giants, man. He's a funny guy. But listen, that man's play is funny because he just can't play. Like, we can't lean on him to really do something for this team. Wyatt Davis also was not too good at tackle. So, behind Andrew Thomas and Evan Neal, it really gets worrisome. Hopefully they stay healthy, but the real thing is that this could really happen. Last year Evan Neal did get hurt. He did miss a couple of games. 2 years ago, Andrew Thomas did miss a couple of games. This stuff can happen, and this stuff can change a whole season for the Giants. And I really don't want to see Daniel Jones out there with those guys at tackle because it was terrible. But shout out to Tommy DeVito. On the defensive side of the ball, just to touch on it, Deonte Banks, he didn't look terrible. There was one play that he had with Jameson Williams where Jameson Williams honestly burnt him. I know Banks was right there, but if that was honestly, Jameson Williams is an NFL wide receiver. But if that was if that was Amon-Ra St. Brown, he catches that ball. The ball was placed right here. He dropped it. Deonte Banks did contest it a bit, but in terms of knocking the ball away, that didn't happen. So that was a big play, but it's a good thing it didn't get completed. Outside of that, Deonte Banks made some good tackles. And ultimately, when you don't hear a cornerback's name called that much, that means he's doing a great job because they're not targeting towards him. So shout out to Deonte Banks. Trey Hawkins as well. Super excited for Trey Hawkins. His hype throughout camp has been great. And I want to say it didn't live down to it. You didn't see too many plays that happened with Trey Hawkins where you'd be concerned that you'd be like, dang, Trey Hawkins was slacking. A lot of the plays that happened were like little curl routes when Trey Hawkins was 10 yards deep. I really like how physical this guy plays. Whenever you see him tackling, the wide receiver is going in the opposite direction. He's getting tackled in that direction. That's something I love to see. I love to see a physical corner, especially in this defense, because once again, a lot of times when you blitz, it's going to be man. There's going to be no help. You got to make that tackle. You got to make sure you cover. And he looked like he does that. You could really see the size that Trey Hawkins has, over 6 feet tall. And once again, he plays like it. He doesn't play like an undersized cornerback at all. And once again, 6th round pick. There's only so much expectations you could put on this man. He played a good portion, and he looked good in my opinion. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Once again, Jason Pinnock, probably the starting safety. They let him run a little bit. He had a lot of good plays on 2 series. After that, took him out. He probably won't even touch the field until it's the starters for sure. So shout out to him. Jason Pinnock is definitely earning that role. And then once again, edge depth was always a concern. It's still out there. Timon Fox did look good on that first play to cause that interception. He did disrupt the quarterback, bending around the edge and hitting the quarterback. So shout out to him. But besides that, there's honestly not really any other player to look at. O'Shane Ximines, not good. Jihad Ward didn't play. But when it comes to this defense, man, edge depth is a concern because once again, we saw Thibodeau start the season injured. We saw Azeez Ojulari get injured again. So hopefully that does not happen this upcoming season, but we've seen it already. So we definitely need some people to step up, maybe still address it. Hopefully there's some guys out there. I know we saw Justin Houston get signed. I was talking about Ngakoue getting signed to the Giants. He signed for $10 million, so that's off the table. I never expected us to pay a backup edge rusher $10 million. So that punt return touchdown that we gave up, that's just flat out terrible. There's that clip that's going viral of Brian Daboll looking at Thomas McGahee as he's walking by. It was bad. It was pretty bad. And ultimately, that was a 95-yard punt return touchdown that the guy spun like 3 times and managed to still stay up and score a touchdown. That's like unacceptable. Special teams has been a thorn for us this past couple of years, so hopefully they step that up and they tighten that up because I cannot see that in a regular season game. Punt and kickoff should be 2 for sure things that happen, and we shouldn't allow a single touchdown all season. So hopefully that gets tightened up, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Let me know how you feel about the preseason game 1. Next week you do take on the Panthers, and that is a home game. So if y'all are there, shoot me a comment. Let me know if you're going, man. I would love to see y'all there. I'm not gonna be there, but yeah, man. First home game for the season. I'm hoping for big news, and I think the starters are gonna play a significant role in game 2. Game 3 is probably going to be led for more of the players that could be cut and might not. So y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Subscribe. Also, road to 10K is still active, man. If you haven't seen my other videos, I got more videos to the left right here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.